Infinite Light Love Predictions. If you're watching this after the live, take a look at the description box below. That is where I put the timestamps. Don't ask me. Don't comment about it. It's in the description box below. Thank you all so very much for joining me. We're going to get started at 5 minutes in. We're going to be going from Aries to Pisces, taking a look at love predictions. Thank you so very much for joining me. Give it a few minutes for everyone to come in. That's Rose. Hello, California Rose. How are you? How are you today? Thank you so much for coming in. I'm here. I'm so happy to see you as well, Rose. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you hear me okay? Since you're the first person commenting, can you hear me okay? Is my mic on? DJ up in the house? Or JD, sorry, D. J Divine Feminine, hello. Hello, Lucy. Hello, how are you? Thank you guys so much for coming in and joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button. Once you rock the like button, every single time you do it, it helps the algorithm kind of wake up. Hello, Zatskaya. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to get started at 5 minutes in. I'm going to be going from Aries to Pisces doing love predictions. Just trying to figure out what clarifying deck I'm going to be using for today's reading. Got a different setup in a new studio. So come on in, hit that like button. I'm doing very well. Thank you so very much. I pray that you are also doing well on this day. Hit that like button, guys. Get the algorithm woke up to our presence here. We're going to get started at 5 minutes in, going from Aries to Pisces as per my norm. And we're going to be taking a look at today love predictions for everybody's greatest and highest good. I am just trying to get a clarifier deck. What clarifying deck do I want to use today? I like your play on words. I'm so happy that you're doing ecstatic. Hello everyone, thank you for coming and joining me here on Infinite Light. We're getting started at 5 minutes in. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit that like button. It wakes up the algorithm and lets other people know. It pushes out notifications. Well, thank you, Tarot. I appreciate that. I really do. Come on in, guys. Hit that like button. Head on down to the comments down below. While I am looking at the comments and I can read your comments. Tam in the house. Hello, Tam. I'm so honored to have you here. Guys, one of our moderators, Tam is up in the house. Everybody say hello. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Somebody else, well, okay, all right. Well, I'm up in here, you know, with my hair looking all right, you know. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Oh, Debbie. I'm here though, babies. I am here. It took me a bit. I'm in a new studio space. I'm not quite unpacked yet, so that's why there's a lot of echoes. I barely even just got this thing up just before we started today. Unpacked my books, unpacked my tarot decks, but the walls are barren, so there's a lot of echoing happening in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, guys, we got like 30 seconds, and then we're going to start from Aries to Pisces, taking a look at love predictions coming up for the next 7 days. What state am I in? The state of mind? I'm calm, baby. I'm calm. No, I'm coming from Texas. I am in Texas. I'm in Houston, Texas, baby. Smash that like button. Thank you, Tam. I appreciate you so much. I guess we're not doing any reversals today. No reversals today. Not in my main deck and not in my clarifying deck. I didn't get any decks that have reversals. So if you guys, girl, it is humid and hot. You better believe it. If you guys see reversals and you see me turning them around, I'm not doing reversals today. All right, thank you guys so very much. We're about to get started. We're going to be going from Aries to Pisces. For those of you guys who are new, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment down below, get the algorithm woke up, all right? Yeah, I did say we're going to go from Aries to Pisces. This works for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. I would suggest not just watching your sun sign. And if you don't know your astro chart, take a look at there's a linked comment down below, a pinned comment down below. I believe I pinned it. Anyways, it's from me. There's a comment down below and there's a link to astrologyguy.com, and you can go and you can get your astro chart for free from him. It's I don't know if you guys have seen Sean Breathwaite, but he is an astrologer for the celebrities. And his site is so cool because once you put all your stuff in there, your birthday, the time you were born, if you know it, you can get your moon sign, and then the place you were born, it comes up super easy to read. It's not all the circle with all that extra stuff that's kind of hard to figure out. But if you guys already know your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus, then let's go. Are you guys ready? Open heart, open mind. We're going to be starting with the sign of Aries, going all the way through to Pisces, okay? 6:42 on the clock for Aries. Look, I couldn't find my pen, so my daughter let me borrow her pen, so yay. Good times. All right, this is the only deck that I'm going to be reading in reverse if it comes out that way. Aries, taking a look at love predictions next 7 days, not as... Thank you, Tam. Thank you so much, Tammy. I appreciate you. Thank you, fam. Thank you, Ram Vibes. Ram, what did we used to call it? Ram Fam. There we go. Thank you so much. All right, Aries. So we're taking a look at love predictions for the next 7 days, not as I'm recording this, but as you're watching this, all right? You could be seeing the number 24, the number 42 a lot, the number 6 as well. You guys let me know in the comments down below. It says inner compass. Inner compass. For Aries, what do we have? Love predictions for your greatest and highest good. It says, trust your instincts to lead you into the right direction. You're a bit confused right now with your love life, Aries. And then I just heard, which way did he go? Which way did he go? I think that's some sort of Looney Tunes. I think it's a dog. Which way did he go? You're either confused about where you stand with somebody or confused about what you should be doing in your love life. Some of you guys are confused if you should stay single and focus on yourself. What do we have coming? Inner compass. And there's so many different. The thing about this card here is that there's a compass sitting on the table in front of this guy. He's looking at the books, and then there's kind of like a compass with a window to look out. So I do feel like you have two options maybe to choose from right now. And I don't even know if you're ready to look at either of those options, Aries. The book here, this guy's definitely looking down at this book. It's almost telling me that if for the next week, you might just be like, I might want to just learn a little bit more about myself. I do feel like if you are torn between two different options, Aries, and those two different options are people, then one, I do feel like you have more of an idea of what could happen if you continued down that connection. Like it's a person where you're like, you've dealt with this person before, so you already kind of know what kind of bag of tricks they have. And then there's this other kind of closed off energy that you haven't quite been able to explore yet. So you don't really know. So I think it's in that uncomfortable sort of I don't know yet feeling that you're like, maybe I should just concentrate on myself. For Aries, the lovers, see, I said like the choice. For a lot of you guys, you have a choice between either staying single or choosing to put yourself out there, or it's between two people. And then if it's between two people, I do feel like you're like, can I have a third? Is there an option C for Aries? The Seven of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and then the Three of Wands. Yeah, look at this here. This kind of voyagey sort of nautical theme that's happening between these two cards. And then I just heard in my head, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Yeah, so here goes Aries manifesting stability in your life. Congratulations for that. You're kind of getting a handle on, kind of, not fully there. Not fully there. That's why you probably might want to explore a little bit more about yourself. But I do feel like you're kind of getting a handle on the direction of your life and who am I? You know, that sort of question. But love is kind of tapping at your energy. And it's taking you a lot to get to this point where you're at, Aries. And damned if I do get to this point after all of this work and then somebody comes in here and messes it all up. Am I ready for being vulnerable enough for somebody to potentially mess up what I've already worked on? Somebody say, yes, indeed. Four of Swords, Seven of Swords. See, because this is Aries, because I'm tired of having to keep my wits about me. Because I'm tired of having to be the one that is holding the burden. Because I'm tired, period. And mama needs to rest. My feet hurt. Where is this Knight of Cups taking Aries this week, next 7 days, as they're watching this for their greatest and highest good? Ooh, the Moon card. We got some water energy, Pisces, Cancer energy. To depths of the unknown, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant. Come on now, Aries. What you calling in? The Ten of Cups. Come on now, Aries. What are you calling in? What are you working? What are you working on? Here we go. We're over here. We're having this conversation. You and I are having this conversation, and you're just giving me you're like, talk about how much I'm working on myself. Here I go talking about it, right? Talk about how much I'm too tired. I don't want to be tired of being tired anymore. Here I am talking about it. Talk about how like I feel love, but I'm not sure if I want to explore love. Okay, I'll talk about it. But don't talk about how loud that voice of love is in my heart, in my head right now. How much I'm manifesting behind the scenes, behind closed doors, putting a smile on my face, but behind closed doors, I am truly, truly praying for the love of my life. This Hierophant energy here, some Taurus energy, guys, some Cancer, Pisces energy on the table. Some Sagittarius energy on the table. Compass, nautical. Is it time for Aries to peek out of their own energy? There's a King of Pentacles looking at you. Y'all know how I feel about that King of Pentacles. What has he got to say? The High Priestess. Ooh, there's a King of Pentacles looking at you, Aries, and he ain't got shit to say. Why? He or she, it doesn't matter. Why are they hiding from Aries? Why is this person hiding from Aries, please, Spirit? The Six of Wands. Are you guys ready to sing I Always Feel Like Somebody's Watching Me? And a 5, 6, 7, 8. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Aries, somebody's taking notes. Aries, somebody is taking notes about you. You might already know about it. I already told you guys that I saw two energies here. You saw the two energies too. Don't even lie. Tell me more about this King of Pentacles intentions with Aries. Ooh, the Sun card. Hold on. Ooh, the Four of Wands. Hold the absolute phone. Underneath the deck is the Knight of Swords. Somebody wants to talk to you, Aries. In the next 7 days, give me some more information about how this might... Come on. Ooh! Oh, shit, son. Aries, your energy is potent today. What you got on? You smell good, Aries. I love the way you smell right now. Look at this. The Ten of Swords and the Death card. This is... You're about to, honestly... I do feel like if it's a choice between two people, and if that is your story, you're about to make cuts real quick. Also, if it's a choice between staying single and putting yourself out, hey, I'm not here to tell you what to do because we're both adults in this. But the King of Pentacles, if you're new here, yum, yum. You want to know why? They are stable. Somebody said, my story. Awesome. Thank you for the confirmation and letting me know. You want to know about why I like the King of Pentacles? Because they're stable and they're driven. They're not lazy, honey. An Aries can't deal with somebody who has no follow through. An Aries can't deal with somebody who has no follow through. This person wants to have a conversation with you. The Ten of Swords and the Death card is telling me that, you know what it's telling me? I do feel like you're getting rid of the person where it was just like sexual. You might be getting rid of the person where it was just like a situationship. You might be getting rid of the person where it was just like chemistry. Because you know that you deserve more, or you're learning over the next 7 days that you deserve more. How might this manifest for the next 7 days? There goes a conversation, Page of Swords. There goes a Lovers already twice in your reading. Aries, there's the Six of Pentacles, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Wands twice. You're going to be over here praying for a man or a woman to match you. And then you're going to be acting all shy when this person shows up. Why? Is it because of past baggage? Well, I tell you what, you got 6 days to figure that shit out. You got 6 days to figure that shit out. Oh my gosh. The King of Swords flew out too. Oh, okay. I see what happens. So in the next week, this person is going to want to have conversation with you. Does it feel like they're going to want to divulge all of their information? Absolutely not. This person is smart. This person is intellectual. This person is self-aware enough to know that a true foundation takes time, right? So this person is very careful about their approach and about how they would handle the situation between you and them. You're showing up, Aries, as kind of like cold, almost like you've switched gears a little bit and you're trusting of people. Whereas you might have been open. You've learned that caused a little bit of that naivety of openness caused a little bit of heartache. Who are we kidding? A little. That's funny that I said a little. And so you might be also too, like, you know, a little bit, I don't know, kind of Virgo in your energy, like a little Capricorn in your energy. Okay. So you said you were 6'2", okay. 190 pounds. Yeah, let's get down to it. So how was your last 2 relationships? And what did you learn about that? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you're not here. And I talked about this before, and I don't know if we learned our lesson or not, but I talked about this several weeks back for you, Aries, where I was saying it's not about learning the person's favorite color anymore. It's about learning like what their journey has been about. And I do think that there might have been a hiccup along the way dealing with another person, very passion forward, very much chemistry forward, but you're learning from that. And so now in this new one, you're like, okay, I'm about to put on my business tie in this conversation. Thank you so much for that sticker. Yeah, but I do feel like this person has a lot going on beneath the surface of what they're showing you, and it's them being smart too about how they handle relationships as well. Aries, there's reciprocity. There's you text, they text. You call, they call. and tired of my own shit. That's so funny. No superficial shit, right? That's for Aries this week, next 7 days. No superficial shit. There is give and take in the communication aspect of this between you and this person, and it looks equal. You just need to start asking yourself if you're ready to make the final cut from this other situation that you had, and see if you're grown up enough. Not me telling truths. Hold on. See if you've grown up enough to have a real relationship with a capital R. With a capital R. Are we ready for a real relationship with a capital R? Hey, we're not even going to call it that, Aries. You want to know why? Because we are going to handle this as smart as this other person is handling it. Slowly ease our ways into it. Slowly ease our way into it. Is that how you talk? English, sometimes. It's hard. All right, Aries. So, remember the ways of the past. Remember your ways of the past, and try to show up a little bit more self-aware this time. All right, conversation, equal give and take. Let's go. Moving on to Taurus. Thank you, Tam Tam. Thank you, Aries. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Taurus, you are on deck. Thank you so very much for being here. I do truly appreciate you guys. Come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. If this isn't your reading, consider checking out your other placements, especially if you're checking yourself out as a Taurus sun. You got your moon, your rising, your Venus that could be playing a part. All right, here we go for Taurus, greatest and highest good. For Taurus, greatest and highest good, what do we have? Love predictions. Ticking clock. I tick and I talk. Ticking clock. You're so welcome. It says, ticking clock, let love unfold naturally and give it time to grow. Did I say Taurus in the Aries reading? I sure did. It's just kind of giving, and I don't know if I'm talking to Taurus, Aries, cuspers, Aries, Taurus, or what, but it's kind of giving the same sort of visual, but this time from like the feminine aspect. And I don't care if you're a male or a female, then as the Aries card that came out first. It's just more like I feel Taurus might be in this softer energy. Oh, somebody just said I'm a cusper. Taurus might be in a softer energy right now. Is it more sensitive? And then I'm hearing it's just a little crush, not like I faint every time we touch. It's just the little things, not like everything I do depends on you. So there's a self-awareness here, Taurus, but and then I get my cousin Vinny when she's like, my biological clock is ticking, or whatever Marissa Tomei says when I look at this clock. Don't worry about the card being all jacked up at the top. Let love unfold naturally and give it time to grow. I do feel like somebody feels in this Taurus community as if they're up against some sort of social clock. Hey, I need to fall in love now. I only got so many more eggs left in me. I only have one more year contract on the eggs I have frozen. It's like something like that, you know. I need to love before I get too old to be able to love. Or maybe there's somebody in here doing some girl math, talking about, hey, if I'm single by June, then that's it. Something like that. Taurus. The Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers, okay. The Knight of Cups, okay. Let's talk about let's talk about how many cards are coming up that were the same that came up for Aries. The Ten of Wands. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Where are you headed, please, sir? Where are you headed? The Four of Cups. Why the Four of Cups? The Strength card. the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Swords. So I'm talking, if this is your story, Taurus, and that's why I say check out your other placements just in case it's not. But if this is your story, I'm talking to a single Taurus. And, I just got a headache. It's like a tension headache here in the front. So I don't know if that's significant to you. I do see this 10 of Wands here, so you might have a lot going on. Your life might feel fast-paced right now, Taurus, and it just feels like there's every bone in your body and every part of your body that you just want things to kind of slow down and chill for a bit. Honey, I hear you. If that's your story, I just need things to slow down for a bit in order for me to collect myself, is what I'm getting for you, Taurus. Because the biggest thing for you is your headspace right now. And this is what I'm talking about, this softer energy here. This Queen of Pentacles. It's like I'm talking to a Taurus who wants to see what it's like to have a soft morning, or like what they call like those peaceful mornings, the slower mornings. You just want everything to kind of just slow down to a more appealing pace. Next 7 days, love. There is love on the table. You got the Lovers on the table, and then you got the Knight of Cups on the table. So you are feeling somebody, but I need to find a soft life. Thank you. Some cottage core for you, Taurus. You want some cottage core happening? Tell me about this love that Taurus is kind of anticipating. The Six of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and then the Two of Cups. Well, shit. A soulmate, Taurus? Damn. You got the Lovers, you got the Two of Cups, and you got the Ace of Cups, and you got the Three of Cups. I don't give a shit what you say. This is my channel. I'm getting past life energy off of this. What did this land on? The 10 of Wands. I'm getting real past life energy off of this. Who is this person that you already have your eyes on, Taurus? Who is the person that Taurus already has their eyes on, please, Spirit? The Knight of Cups landed on the Knight of Cups. You have more than your eyes on somebody. It's more than that. That's what I said. It's just that you are maybe potentially worried what that means if you have to let in this person to your already fast-paced life, to your already chaotic life, to your already the demands that you already have. How does this person feel about Taurus next 7 days, please? How does this person feel about Taurus, please? Ooh, attractive, the King of Wands. The World card could be long distance or a lot of talking over the phone, a lot of texting right now. The Hermit energy. I got 5 cards for them for whatever reason. So the number 5 or 55 could be significant for you, Taurus. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. 3 major arcana for them. No, Taurus, you look good. You got your shit together with this Virgo energy here, the Hermit energy, the Hangman. I don't know if you just recently got over something, or you're like going through a divorce or a separation or a breakup or something like that, Taurus. But I don't know if you're conversing with this person, but somehow or another, I don't know if there's telepathy happening between you and this person, because when I was getting like the World card, I was getting like the World Wide Web, but it could even be like 4D, 5D type spiritual shit too. But somehow or another, this person knows that you're not completely ready for this connection because you are still processing something, or letting go of something energetically. So how is this going to, and it could be, is it with this King of Wands? And it could be from a fire sign or somebody who's very fashion forward or attraction forward or passion forward is who you're trying to let go of with this King of Wands, or options. I'm going to keep my options open. Or somebody that keeps their options open, or kept you as an option, or tried to play you as an option, Taurus. That's the person you're trying to let go of. What's going to happen between Taurus and this main person next 7 days, please, Spirit? The Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Swords. I'm not reading them in the reverse today, guys. And then the King of Cups. Taurus, you, like Aries, seem like you have like two options. And it's not even like for you, it's not two options. It's like, I'm ready to let go of this one. I'm already walking away. Like my bags are already packed. And then for you, you're just like, the biggest reason why you're walking away from the person that you're walking away from is because the emotional maturity wasn't there. Like, I'm too old to argue. I'm too old to be confused. I'm too old to, it's been too long. Like the thing about you, Taurus, is like, you don't want change, but at this point it's like God and the universe has made it so obvious that this other person is not your person, that you're just like, what in the fuck ever? And for you, like, you want to converse with this new person, this one that you feel like is more soul compatible, but somebody said third option, the one that's more soul compatible, but I do feel like you're going to be a little inconsistent with your communication because you're trying to close this other thing out. And I don't know how receptive this person is going to be to that. How receptive is that person going to be to Taurus not really being consistent with communication? The Nine of Swords. You got somebody all up in your head over you the next 7 days. How do you feel about this person? Again, please. It's like, boom, where did you come from? Oh shit, we're really compatible. Like, we're really compatible. That kind of freaks me out. Especially since I'm not even completely done with this other thing over here. Can I put you on pause while I figure this other thing out? But because you've already made contact with this other person, they're all up in your head because you're inconsistent with your communication over the next 7 days. How do you feel about them, though? For the Taurus, the Two of Swords. Honey, the Eight of Wands. I mean, I want to talk to you, but I got a lot of pull on my time. Taurus, you're caught between a rock and a hard place, are you not? The Six of Swords. You're going to find the Seven of Cups. No, you're not. You spinning around. Taurus is literally like spinning like this. Somebody just said, hello. Somebody said, I want the one that comes correct. There's somebody that's trying to come correct. Like I said, there's somebody that even you already know on a visceral level is more soul compatible. But honestly, and when I dive into your energy, Taurus, and it told me right from the very beginning, I feel like you got to clean up you got some housework you got to do. And then I'm seeing a few Taurus in the comments right now talking about people are never coming correct. Then cut them all. I mean, you're an adult, I'm an adult, but you're sitting here giving me a little bit of your energy. So here's what I gotta say to that. Then cut them all. Start fresh. There is somebody out there that is more soul compatible with you. And if you've got too many men or women or people pulling on your time, in addition to all of the stuff that you have going on in your life, then you have to ask yourself what's more important. The answer is always going to be you, right? And if you're not ready for this more soul compatible person, just because your life is so loud right now, then say something or do something about it. You already want to, Ace of Swords over here, but you feel like by saying so, it might come across a little bit too harsh. If you take a look at the, if you know this other person's astrology chart, or like, let's just say you at least know what their sun sign is, there's that link. It's in the comments that I commented down there. I think I forgot to pin it, but scroll all the way up to my comment. The astrology guy, if you follow him on YouTube, he tells you how to talk to certain people based on their charts. So if you're like, well, I'm all up in my head because I don't know, I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. I don't want to make them feel like an option, even though you kind of might be keeping them around as a potential option. I don't want to hurt this person's feelings because they haven't done nothing to hurt my feelings. If that's your story, then definitely do maybe your due diligence to try to figure out how to communicate that with that person if you're not blunt like me. And just gonna be like, hey man, I know this is gonna sound like some player type stuff, but I'm not what you need right now. Give me at least a month and a half to try to clean up my shit. But you need to start being honest with yourself first. Queen of Pentacles on the table came out, and it really said that you are starting to be that way with yourself. So continue learning a little bit more about how to communicate with yourself first, and then you start coming out with a freaking Uzi, like boom, you're gone, boom, you're gone. No, that sounded bad, but just like cutting the people out of your life that you already know are not coming correct. But first you got to learn how to come correct for yourself. All right, Taurus, there is a more compatible option. There is. If you're not ready, then you're not ready. Say you're not ready. Somebody said it's been a long time. Cool. Keep on the course of you right now. And I'm telling you, I have testimonial. I'm telling you with full open heart and tons of love, that more soul compatible connection will just fucking show up out of nowhere. I'm telling you. Keep choosing you. All right. Taurus, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. I love you guys so very much. We're moving on to Gemini. All right, Gemini. Do me a favor, Gemini. Come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. This reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for Gemini. We're taking a look at love predictions for you guys the next 7 days. That's a cute sticker. Love prediction for you guys for the next 7 days. As you're watching this, not as it's recorded. Here we go. What do we have for Gemini? Taming anger. Gemini, if you don't sit down for a second. Crosswatcher, you better not fucks with a Gemini, because a Gemini is going to match your energy. Gemini, can you do me a favor? Just hold my hand. Hold my hand, and we're going to take a few deep breaths, okay? Because I want you to just... I know Gemini is a little angry right now, and I do feel like you have a right to feel, everybody has a right to feel that the way that they feel. And I'm in no way, shape, or form here to like trying to minimize your, that's because I'm a Scorpio rising. God gave me these eyes because I'm a Scorpio rising. I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to minimize the anger. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You got to go through it. So if you're feeling anger with this connection that you're in right now, you need to feel it and release it. But the worst thing to have happen is to stay angry. So I'm asking you to do your homework this week over the next 7 days to really try to figure out how you can bring yourself to a more centered and a more grounded feeling within yourself. Could be a lot of arguments. It could be just bothersome between you and your person. It might not even be arguments, just like, why won't you leave me alone? Could be your energy, all right? For Gemini. I do feel like you're just like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of it always getting to the point of elevation. All right, Gemini, for the next 7 days, taming anger. Here we go. The Five of Swords. I know that's literally arguing or just not seeing eye to eye. It doesn't have to be cutthroat, anything. I don't know, baby. If you want to book a personal reading, I can take a look at that for you. I mean, people are attracted to what they're attracted to, but if it don't work, then maybe you should start taking a look at who you're attracted to. All right, here we go. For Gemini, it says the Five of Swords, the Hangman, the Emperor, and the Strength card. Sometimes people look good on paper. Sometimes a relationship seems like it should work. Sometimes you're single for so long, you're yearning to want to be in something outweighs sometimes even the work that you've done on yourself while you were single. Because we as human beings want to be around other people. And sometimes some of us weren't taught that attention doesn't mean compatibility. And sometimes some of us weren't taught that, like the true definition of love. And I do feel like you are kind of in this headspace, Gemini, of it was supposed to work, or this was supposed to be my person, or like even talking about the person that's commenting down below, like, why do I always attract these kind of tension heavy relationships? So your anger might not necessarily be with a specific person. It could be within your attachment style. And I do feel like you are seeking guidance over the next 7 days about the type of people or this one particular person that you keep opening the door for to have conversations with. Like, for example, when I very first started talking, when I first got this card up, I was like, as you, in your energy, why are you still texting me? And then you might be saying to myself, why am I still not blocking this person? Why haven't I changed my number? Why am I still agreeing to meet up or have conversation? Why haven't I let you go yet? I'm not a Scorpio sun. I said Scorpio rising. November 11th is a truly magical day, though. All right, back to the reading. The Four of Swords, recovering from an argument. Five of Swords twice. Hangman twice. And then the Knight of Pentacles came out on the Strength card. Slowly learning. It's between you and a person that you just can't, it's a connection that just can't get right. It's you and a person, the connection just can't get right. And I do feel like you might actually block the person with this Four of Swords, or you might just say, you know what, I'm putting up a barrier, I'm putting up a wall, I'm not talking to you. You might even utilize something as some odd excuse, right? It's raining outside, I can't come. Or you know what I mean? Like, oh, my neighbor, my friend's dog is sick, I can't talk right now. Like, you might utilize some sort of crazy thing to kind of be like the reason why you can't reach out to this person or reciprocate to this person. But there's a lot of arguing that's leading up to you finally kind of seeing it for what it is. Thank you, Tam Tam. So if this hasn't happened for you yet this week, Gemini, but this is a pattern in this relationship, Spirit is going to bring up that pattern again, more than likely for you this week, Gemini, just because you're energetically aligned to now kind of start seeing it truthfully. You and this person's connection of being very congested. It's just not healthy right now. How does this person feel about the Gemini, please, Spirit? How does this person feel about the Gemini? The Moon card. Why the Moon card? The Wheel of Fortune. Why the Wheel of Fortune? The Hierophant. And then the Two of Cups. Holy cow. And then how does Gemini truly feel about this person if they were being completely honest with themselves and me? How does Gemini truly feel about this person? The Emperor or the Empress, the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Cups, 2 nines, and then the Queen of Pentacles. So you care about this person. That's not questioned until I see this Nine of Wands. And this person gets the Moon card. Why the Moon card, please? Specifically, why the Moon card? The Queen of Swords. You know, honestly, I do feel like this person is seeing a change in you. Seeing a change in you, Gemini, this week, or something has led up to this week, a change in you. You used to be so giving. I thought you wanted Hierophant. I thought you wanted to get married. I thought you said we were, meant to be together. I thought you were okay with how I presented myself to you. I thought we saw eye to eye, Two of Cups. The Queen of Swords is saying, like, they can tell that there's more that you're not telling them, and you might have stopped talking to this person. And when you do talk to the person, the tone is different. It's not like, hey, it's like, hello, how are you doing? No, I'm fine. It's like very cold and matter of fact, if you do show up at all. For you, you really do care about this person. Nine of Wands is telling me that you're starting to see that there's more than love that is required in a connection. The Nine of Cups with the, what is this? The Queen of Pentacles here is saying, like, you know what my wish would be? Is that somebody would take care of me as good as I take care of other people. Is that somebody would take care of me as good as I take care of myself. I'm going to get you some advice, Gemini. Guys, I got this chair from my daughter because she says she didn't want it anymore. It's an office chair. And it is the most creakety chair in the whole entire world. I should have asked more questions. I need to get myself a new chair. New studio, new chair, new desk, new shelves. I'm going to do it up this time. Advice for Gemini, please, in this energy. Pay attention when Spirit shows you patterns. If it feels like it's the same thing happening every week, every 28 days, every couple of weeks or something like that, it's happening because it's been unprocessed. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You got to go through it. You got to process it. You got to pay attention. You can't just keep ignoring it, okay? Advice for Gemini. Advice for Gemini next 7 days, please, Spirit. Thank you. This is purpose. A lot of 9 energy is coming up for you. And for me, 9 means like independence. So this is the 27. The 27th could be significant for you. The 7th of February, I don't know, but or July 2nd. It doesn't, none of that really matters. It's purpose, right? So you are being taught by your teacher guides to fall in line with your purpose, and then start asking yourself about your connections. Does this align with my purpose? And for you right now, it is, I'm here to nurture people, but I'm also learning how to nurture myself. So does this connection fall in line with that? That is your purpose right now. And then if you answer that question openly and honestly, that can give you a gauge on where you need to go next. But this week, you're just really trying not to blow up on somebody. Gemini, I hope that helped. Let me know if you want to book a personal reading. I got my readings open this week and next week, and then after that, I think I might be closing them for a little bit. So all that information is in the description box below. Sending you many prayers on your path through this, navigating this, because I know it's not easy. Thank you so much, Gemini. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Let's move on to Cancer. Many prayers to you, Tennessee. Many prayers to you for your healing and everything. If you'd like to book a personal reading, all of that information is down below. But many prayers for you. So much positive energy from me to you, praying for your healing through this time. Okay. All right, Cancer. Let's just do 51 minutes. All right, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer, come to this reading with an open heart and an open mind. You're so very welcome. We're taking a look at love predictions for you, Cancer. If this isn't your reading and you are a Cancer Sun, consider looking at your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus to try to get a better gauge on whatever it is that Spirit is trying to tell you about your love life. Let me tell you something about a pet peeve when it comes to tarot, okay? That has to be one of my pet peeves right now. Especially since this chair is so loud. All right, here we go. Let's try again for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Love predictions, please. Here we go. Hidden thorns. Cancer's like, I see something pretty, but I'm not sure if I want to reach out for it. I see something enticing, but I'm not sure if I want to engage. Hidden thorns. Because it's a learned fear, right? It's like, don't rush. It's a learned fear. Let's say you're a kid and you see a beautiful rose on a rose bush. And you're going to see it and it's immediately going to be like, I want to grab it, right? And then what happens? Depending on the variety of rose, it's going to have thorns and you're going to get pricked. And you're going to learn not to go after the enticing, beautiful things so quick anymore because you got pricked before in the past, right? So there's a learned behavior that you're negotiating with right now, Cancer. Just because it's pretty doesn't mean I have to grab it. Just because it's enticing doesn't mean it's for me, is what I'm getting for Cancer. It says, look beyond the romance to discern true intentions. So you're looking from a safe distance, just like this woman is in the card. Male or female, it doesn't matter. Admiring from a distance. Trying to gain as much information about this person as you can. Very enticing, very beautiful. Layers. There's a lot of layers to this person. But you're like, let me just stand back and admire for at least the time being. For Cancer, love predictions, next 7 days, please, Spirit. Here, what do we have? The Hierophant, the Two of Cups, the Empress, the Strength card. At the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Wands. Yes! The Nine of Wands. This is you. Like, I've been hurt before. I've been pricked before. Let me just take things slow as possible. I just did something with my mouth that I saw this guy in this Korean romantic comedy do. And I don't know if maybe that could be confirmation for you. I just felt compelled to say that that's where I got it from. The guy himself was Japanese, but it was in a Korean comedy. Anyways, I don't digress. That's for somebody. That's confirmation for somebody. But you got eternity on your mind, Cancer. You got true love. The Princess Bride. You're fighting the Veruca salt in your mind. I'm getting all of these movie references. Movies could be significant for you, Cancer. I don't know. You could be a movie buff. But Veruca Salt in the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, she says, "Don't care how, I want it now." So you might have been the person that would just pounce. You're like, I'm not going to pounce anymore. At Veruca, you're almost like telling your inner Veruca, just like, be quiet, girl, sit down. We got discipline these days. It's your inner child that you're talking to, like, calm down. But you are seeking, and you might have thought that you have found your divine counterpart. Next 7 days for Cancer. Next 7 days for Cancer. How is this going to play out for Cancer in the next 7 days, please, Spirit? The King of Pentacles. Y'all know how much I love the King of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. The Magician. And the Seven of Pentacles. Playing it safe, going slow. Let me tell you something. Whomever this person is, they... I don't know. There's like this esoteric feeling about this person. There's this, he or she is showing up as this Queen of Wands. And Cancer, you're showing up as this King of Pentacles. Energetically. So the good thing is y'all are both showing up with like some really good court cards. But y'all's energy is different. It's like, on paper, it doesn't look truly compatible, but there's still a energetic pull towards each other, especially with this Magician thing happening. I do feel like Spirit is kind of like dabbling in this relationship in the background, like purposely enticing you and purposely trying to see how you are going to respond to the behaviors that you have put into place to help elevate yourself in relationship. You want me to put it into layman's terms? I'll put it into layman's terms. Cancer, there's somebody that you like. Somebody that you feel drawn to. And it's like something where maybe you shouldn't feel as drawn to this person, maybe as quickly as you have. But it doesn't matter. You feel drawn to this person. Boom, they've appeared in your life. And you're here trying to stay true to what you had, the rules you had put in place for your life in this stage of your life. I'm going to take things slow. I'm going to work on myself. It doesn't matter. Here is a person. And the way I see it, Spirit has had their hands in this entire time. And they've been growing you to be ready for this meet cute, for you to run into this person all this time, or at least for the last 7 years of your life. It has been stages that you have, I keep getting all of these movie references, or now theater references, stages that you have acted on purpose so that you can evolve, so that you can be ready to meet this person. There is not opposites meet, opposites attract. It's not quite that. It's just more like a puzzle meeting another puzzle piece. You have strengths and they have strengths, but you also have weaknesses and they have weaknesses, and it complements each other. How does this play out next 7 days between this Queen of Wands and this King of Pentacles? How does it play out next 7 days between this King of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Queen of Wands twice, the Hangman. I don't know, you might be onto something. This could be your match energetically. You're very right to be taking it slow. It's two attractive people, two hermetically inclined. Like both of you guys are spiritual, is what I'm getting with these black cats here. Both of you guys are portals, healers, teachers, something like that. High Priestess, the Hangman, the Three of Pentacles. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. This is either talking about a soul contract or some sort of physical contract, like working with this person somehow. the Magician twice. Two different decks, guys. At the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Cups. You might have met your energetic match, or you might be meeting your energetic match this week. I don't even know where to go with this, because it seems like it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. The Magician comes up twice. It's almost like, I do feel like sometimes we have free will. And then I feel like sometimes the fates take over. And I do, even though we didn't get the Wheel of Fortune, based off of what I'm seeing on the table right now, I do feel like it doesn't matter what you do or say, Cancer. You're meant to run into this person. And if you've already run into this person, you are meant to continue to deal with this person. Somebody said, where do we meet? I'm not going to pull any more cards. If you want a personal reading, then I will definitely do a personal reading for you. That information is down below. But I will say this, that the Three of Pentacles is on the table, right? So sometimes that could be work, but then it also could be like a place where you like have a contract. So for example, you have a contract with your gym, right? Most people have, or a lot, not everybody, some people do contractless gyms, but a place that you go, like the YMCA or something like that, or a community center, or like an HOA event, right, in your community where you have a contract where you live, like some place close to home that you frequent on a normal basis with the Three of Pentacles, or at work, or through work colleagues. Although the through work colleagues would normally be if I got the Three of Cups or the Three of Pentacles, but that can give you some gauge. I do have a link. Take a look at the description box below. You can definitely book a personal reading. Okay? All right, I'm going to get you some advice, because this, it's like, I'm telling you that there's not really much you can do about it. But I'm going to get you some advice so that you can maintain some level of stability. Here we go. The Judgment. You have been weighed and you have been found by Spirit. You have been weighed and you have been found ready for this. There's like this energy of like, you've been prepared for this. You could have been in like a stage of like hermit kind of mode, like just keeping to yourself, kind of like, you present out in the world, like if you got to go to work or something like that. But then when you come home, you're just like in your own little bubble. Like you definitely make your rent and your mortgage work for you. Your happy space and place is here, like internally with yourself. But with this Judgment card here, it's saying like, okay, enough of the alone time, Cancer. It's time for you to meet your person. So also the Judgment card can mean like, you getting to a point over the next 7 days of making peace with, I'm ready to meet my community. I'm ready to meet my person, and making peace with getting out of your own shell. You might feel more compelled to post more, or to go work out more, or go to places where people are, go to a new coffee shop, or go to this event, or say yes to this invitation, so that you can meet this person. Thank you so much, Christina. I do appreciate you. All right, guys. That was for Cancer. Cancer, wow. I hope that helped you in some sort of way. It is debut time for Cancer. All right, Cancer, thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Let's move on to Leo. 414 came up for you, Leo, so I don't know if that's significant for you. Finding balance right now, though, is what I'm getting. Finding stability right now for Leo is what I'm getting. Here we go. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Leo, do me a favor. Come to this reading with an open heart and an open mind. If this isn't your reading, that is perfectly fine. But maybe consider, if you're watching this as a Leo Sun, watching your other placements. We already had a card fly out for you, and it's very passion forward. Okay. Very passion forward for the next week. It says avoid burnout. Leo, avoid burnout. Fiery passion is consuming, sustain a lasting balance. It's funny because I think a few weeks back I got this for Sagittarius, and I was like, Sagittarius, you gotta take it slower. You're getting at that age, honey, where you can't do the same things you used to do when you were 20 years old. And I'm kind of getting the exact same image for you, Leo. Some of you guys, there might be an age difference, and this is not going to be for everybody, but this might just be the only thing that I'm saying for this one particular collection of Leo. Some of you guys, there might literally be an age difference between you and the person that you are having relations with, I should say, right now. And you might really honestly want to pace yourself. It's really more about taking care of your health, especially if you've been sedentary for a while and then you find somebody that's like got your engines running. Follow me as I'm saying this. And make sure you hydrate, honey. Make sure you hydrate and rest when needed. That might honestly be somebody's whole entire reading. Let's see what we have for Leo. Moving forward for Leo placements, please, Spirit. Tam, thank you so much for all that you do. I do appreciate you. All right, Leo, what do we got? Love predictions. The Five of Swords, the Moon card, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Interesting, Leo. And I'm wondering if the reason why I brought up Sagittarius is because you could be dealing with another fire sign. And I do see that I get the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, but here's why I say this. I don't know if I'm picking up on a lot of like makeup sex. Or relying on sex to patch things right now. The Moon card is telling me that you guys have, so this is a Leo who is with somebody. This is not a Leo who is single, okay? That's why I say check out your other placements, just in case. But this story is about somebody who has a connection with somebody. I don't give a shit if y'all are married, if y'all are together, if y'all are, it's a situationship, or if you guys are, I don't know if I can say that online. Yeah, y'all just have sex every now and then. Whatever it is, there's more, y'all aren't seeing eye to eye other than in the bed this week, or that's been a pattern that you guys have been experiencing. Tell me about this connection between Leo and their person. Both of you guys have showed up to the table. Y'all are both ready to talk right now. The Knight of Swords fell on the Five of Swords, and this might be talking about like somebody saying some shit that rubs you the wrong way, or vice versa, over the next 7 days, Leo. And it's like, ew, like what? Ew. And you know what? I do feel like I got kind of a message for you like that like 2 weeks ago before I took my break. So if you saw me a couple of weeks ago, and I think what I said was, I believe that the situation was you asked somebody something and then they responded and you're like, that's your response? If that's your story, you're still dealing with the same person, and the same thing is about to repeat itself back up again. So I'm dealing with some focalitos out there who are not getting to the root of the issue. Nah, I'm not pointing any fingers. I've been in this exact same predicament. Hell, I was with a person where all we did was argue, cuss, and fight, and then just make up. That was the whole entire relationship. And I feel like that's what I'm seeing here. Next 7 days for Leo, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Y'all saw me shuffle. And then at the bottom of the deck, there's more people now playing a part here. Somebody wants a commitment. What are we? Who are we? And the other person is less apt to commit. There's a masculine figure on here, whether you're a male or a female. It could just be you, Leo, because it's of your sun sign. Especially if you're a Leo sun, there's a masculine figure here that's like, what are we? And there's a feminine figure on here that's like, why do we have to put labels on it? I tried putting a label on it, you know, in my past, and that never worked. That might be reversed. Somebody, okay, at this point, I'm just like, somebody in this connection wants more than the other person is willing to give. And now I'm hearing in my mind some straight up bullshit. So I hope it's not you. And if you're the cross watcher, I see you. But I'm hearing in my mind, why do we have to take things to the next level? You already know how I feel about you. Really? Do I? Do I know how you feel about me? We've been together so long, it's about to be, what, common law? I feel like somebody's fighting for a commitment. Somebody's fighting for a label. And the other person is saying, why do we even have to do all that? And the other person goes back to the other person and is saying, because I still don't know how you feel about me. And then somebody else's response is, well, I'm going to touch you, and then you'll see how I feel about you. But somebody wants more out of this connection than just the touch. For Leo, please. How is this going to show up for Leo next 7 days? What's going to happen between Leo and their person next 7 days, please, Spirit? The Two of Swords. The Seven of Wands comes up twice. The Temperance, that's a good sign. The Ace of Swords. A conversation about where you guys finally stand. Is this I honestly feel like somebody just says, put a label on it. Are we just flowing together right now? Or is this going to turn into something stable? You're so very welcome. What comes out of this conversation? There's a conversation that's going to be had or needs to be had this week, Leo. What comes out of this conversation? Two, the Tower and the Page of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and then the Five of Cups. Does this happen? Yes or no? Does this happen this week? After this conversation, does this happen? The Five of Wands. Guys, if you are the person in this connection, I don't care if you're the Leo or the cross watcher, because at this point, I really cannot tell, because I do feel like I've got both. And sometimes that happens in a reading. What are you going to do? But if you're the person that is standing firm and saying, I need to put a label on this, and you're doing it for your own mental health and to save your heart and your genital area from dealing with people who are not committal, then you need to stand firm on that. The cards, you're an adult. You do what you want to do. I'm telling you what the cards are saying, okay? You need to stand, you should do your best to stand firm on that. Even if that means that you need to walk away from the situation to, again, help heal your mental health, and how you view yourself and what you deserve, and your sexual energy as well. If you are the person who, you got to stand firm on that. You can't say, I need to know what this is, and then this other person bats their eyes at you, winks at you, and gives you a hug, and then you sleep with them again, because you're never going to get anywhere, and the cycle is going to keep happening. There's a karmic energy right now that's happening. If you are the person who is not ready to commit, and all you want to give is that sexual energy, what you need to understand is the person that you're having sex with wants more from this connection. So it's an ask for you to start taking a look at if you can be honest with yourself and then honest with that person enough over the next 7 days to say, you know what, you do deserve more. Whether you agree with it or not, it's just the adult thing to do. You know what, you do deserve more than just a sexual connection. Advice for Leo, please. It's a conversation that needs to be had. You have to figure out what side of the fence you're on. Advice for Leo, please. The Magician. It doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on, Cooper. It doesn't matter if you're the one that needs the label or if you're the one that only wants to have a sexual relationship with this person. Either way, either side of the fence that you're on, you have exactly the skills that you need. You've learned enough about life. You're mature enough to say, okay, then if you need more from this, I can't give it to you. So I'm releasing you so that you can go and find somebody else who can give you what do you deserve. Or you have the skills that you need with this Magician card here. Cooper, stop. You have the skills that you need to say, you can't give me what I need, no hard feelings, but I gotta go. I gotta go and find somebody that can give me what I need. So I hope that this helps, Leo. I hope that it helps you from dealing with the tension between you and this person. But remember, sex is not love. All right? I'm not against sex at all. We just have to learn as we evolve as people that there's more to compatibility than that. And as adults, we have to understand that both people have to be on the same page with the goal for the relationship to work. All right. Okay, Leo, I hope that that helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. If you want to work with me in any capacity, all that information is in the description box below. I know Tam Cooper just wants to be a part of the conversation. He's over here. He was scratching, trying to make a nest for himself. All right, thank you, Leo. Let's move on to Virgo. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Guys, come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. You've been waiting for this reading, huh? All right, here we go, Virgo. If this is your reading, that's awesome. Consider liking, subscribing, commenting down below if it is. If it's not, consider taking a look at your other placements. Your Moon, Rising, or your Venus can help you get more of a gauge on what's coming towards you in your romantic love life. Here we go. What do we have for Virgo? Looming agenda. Virgo, I've never seen your workspace look so disorganized. Is this right here talking about your headspace is kind of disorganized right now? You got too many tabs open in your mind right now, Virgo? It says for the Virgo, it says you have different ideas about love and intimacy. Okay. So you're all discombobbled up here because you and your person or this person are not quite seeing eye to eye. Y'all's values are not matching. Your goals are not matching. Your energy is possibly not matching right now. Different frequencies between you and whomever this person is that's got you kind of all up in your head and in a protective fetal stance. Feeling like you got to protect yourself from this energy. Physically, that should tell you something. But let's see what the cards have to say. Virgo, next 7 days, please, Spirit. The Eight of Swords. This is literally the exact same energy here. Look how this person is kneeled on the floor, looking down. Look how this person is on the floor, looking down, with a whole lot of thoughts around them. Three of Pentacles, the King of Wands. And then I feel like we can't do a Virgo reading without some sort of Aries energy, Aries Leo energy popping up for you. And then the Magician at the bottom of the deck. This is happening for you to pay attention to how it has been happening. It's been a theme, hasn't it? Patterns. I was thinking about that before I even came into this room today. Patterns. You're meant to start taking a look at the patterns of behavior, how you behave, how you physically respond, how your body responds before your mouth responds when it comes to this person. It gets to a point when you're in a connection with somebody where you have to ask yourself, or Spirit ask you to ask yourself, are we aligned? Yes, I've known you for a long time. Yes, at one point in time we saw eye to eye. Yes. But now, with your growing and evolving as a person, are you aligned with this person, and are they aligned back with you? Do they align with your values? Do they align with your goals for life? Are y'all on the same trajectory? Are y'all willing to provide the same amount or kind of the same amount of give and take at this point? How does this play out for Virgo next 7 days, please, Spirit? The Four of Pentacles. See, you keep Five of Pentacles. You keep protecting yourself from the Queen of Cups. Sorry, the Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. See, the thing is that you have this karmic energy around you, but then you also have a newer energy around you. And you keep the door open or the space open or the thread connected to this karmic energy. Tell me about this. Queen of Cups for the Virgo, please, Spirit. Queen of Wands. I don't know if you've got a younger and an older energy around you, Virgo. If it makes sense to you, then it makes sense to you. But if not, then you've got more fire energy, two different people in your energy again. It's a whole party for Virgo's head right now. That's why it's all discombobulated. Somebody say yes. What is this Eight of Pentacles about? Virgo's like, I'm just going to keep my head down and work. That don't work. Has it worked for you thus far, Virgo? And this has been the theme for today. You can't go under it. You can't go under it. You got to go through it. That's the theme for all of us right now. We're in Virgo. Yeah. That's the theme for all of us right now. We need to be aware enough of the patterns and start processing through the things that we haven't let go of yet. And no, you can't keep your... What's going to happen, Virgo, is that if you keep trying to keep your head down and ignore it, it's just going to grow bigger and bigger. It's like a weed in your energetic body. Okay, you don't have to. Okay, you don't have to pull it this weekend. That's fine. You don't have to pull it this weekend. It's going to keep growing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You don't have to pull it next weekend. Okay, but it's going to keep growing. Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles for Virgo, please. The Eight of Cups. Okay. Tell me about that. The Justice. Okay, the Four of Swords. The Four of Wands, the Four of Cups. We got eights and we've got fours, which all reduces to fours, right? I'm just trying. And then what did you start out? Oh, that was Leo. Sorry. Well, I don't know if this could be a Leo energy. I said that earlier too. Something about your house. What's going on with your house? For Virgo. What's going on with Virgo's house, please? Oh, unless this is fourth house type stuff, and it could be the Two of Swords. I don't know which of you I want to invite over to my house, my energetic house. You've got a couple of people that are around you, and you're just trying to figure out what the future looks like. One or two of you guys is trying to figure out if you can still keep somebody a secret and secretly engage with that person, while you've got this other person that's like kind of present. You got like a past energy that's here. I don't know if you guys are physically separated or something, and then you got like this present energy, this newer energy that like sees your face on a daily basis or on a very regular basis. And one or two of you, not all of you, are trying to figure out if you can still kind of do and get away with the same stuff that you used to do and have your cake and eat it too, Virgo. And others of you are just like, how do I choose between the two? Fourth house kind of stuff. So if I am responsible for my own destiny, and I truly can choose the people that I keep around me, do I keep you around me, or do I welcome you back to have you around me? Some of you guys, side message, could have just sold a house or thinking about selling a house or buying a house or a lease or something like that. How is this gonna play out for Virgo next 7 days, please? Three of Wands. See, Six of Pentacles. So for you, it's like, well, who can match my energy most? It's an interview process. And I don't even know if you're like deliberately interviewing these people. Who can match my energy most? You might even be like, what's your credit score? What does your investment portfolio look like? What are your work goals? Let me see what you got going on at your house. Like, I do feel like you're comparing logically right now between these two people. The Six of Swords, the Queen of Cups comes up twice, so you're leaning towards somebody already. The Eight of Cups, and then the King of Swords. You know what's crazy? You're leaning towards the person that you see in your face all the time, right? The convenience of that. And then also too, you might feel like there's more compatibility between you and this person anyways. But you definitely are, over the next 7 days, really gearing up to walk away from something for you. The thing that I don't know if you realize, because you might not be concentrating on the romantic aspect of romantic connection right now, you might be coming off cold to both people. I don't even know if you care. You're just like, my head is a mess right now. You might be coming off cold to both people. Let me try to help you. How does this Queen of Cups, the one that's in your face all the time, how does this Queen of Cups feel about the Virgo? If they're being completely honest with themselves and me. The World card. How does this Queen of Wands feel about the Virgo? The one that's like at a distance, male or female, it doesn't matter. The High Priestess. The person that's at a distance from you was literally like, don't bring me into this. Don't bring me into this. Well, this other person is connected somehow, so I gotta bring you into it. All right, so the other person that's connected to Virgo, how do they feel about Virgo? The one that's kind of like in the background, how do they feel about Virgo? Please, Spirit. The Three of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. I'm just gonna channel MC Hammer right now. You got to pray. 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 You have to pray just to make it today, Virgo. I'm not getting much in the way of you clearing up all of that. Thank you, Tam Tam. Of you clearing up all of this clutter that's in your head right now. I am getting really more like, maybe it's a good idea for you to kind of just take your own personal time to yourself over the next 7 days, Virgo, to kind of figure it out. The person that's like sees you on a very regular basis, because you're so up in your head energetically, you're not showing up romantically for them. So they already almost feel like you're starting to pull away from them. And they're already readying for you to say, this ain't gonna work out. Now, the person that's energetically just showing up, this could be an ex. This could be some sort of karmic tie. This could be you wanting to do a U-turn back to somebody from the past. And I know this is not going to be for everybody. That's why I say check out your other placements. But if it's you, you'll know it's you. And so whoever this other person is, they've almost been waiting for you, Virgo, to show back up again. But I don't feel, based off of the cards that I'm getting right now, you're ready to show up for anybody right now. So the best thing to do romantically, might be for you to just show up for yourself. Until you can figure out which direction you want to go. You got this Two of Swords. You got this Eight of Swords here. You want to walk away. You got the Eight of Cups twice. I ain't never met a Virgo in my life. And I got some pretty strong Virgo parental aspects and very strong in my ancestral energy. Virgos, I ain't never seen a Virgo have a house like this. Now, I understand there's shadow and I understand that there's light to each sign, but if your head looks like this, you're not going to be able to function the way that you know you could function a place for everything. Everything has a place. And right now, your place, Virgo, is here so that you can recenter yourself, so that you can clear your mind. Honestly, if you're leaning towards this one person that's in your space all the time, maybe you should communicate with that person and just say, hey, I just need like a couple of days to kind of reground my energy. Or even reassure them and say, if I'm showing up a little differently lately, or can we have a conversation about this? I want to talk to you about how I've been showing up lately. And it's just, you don't have to tell them about the other person. Let's be honest. You don't have to tell them about the other person. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with this person, but you could definitely just be like, I don't know, my energy's all off and I apologize. It's nothing about you. It's not you, it's me. I just really need to get my head right for a couple of days. I think that Anita was saying that they blocked wait, what was Anita saying? Blocked again. Ha ha ha. I don't know. Virgo, I hope that helped. Just take a couple of days to kind of clear your mind. Be open and honest, especially if you're leaning towards that one person that's in your energy right now. And just say, like, I need to just clear my head. All right. I hope that helps, because they really do feel like you're about to just break up with them. All right, let's move on to Libra. All right, Libra. Libra and Libra placements, meaning Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you so much for joining me. Do me a favor, Libra. Come with an open heart and an open mind. I'm going to be pulling on cards for the next 7 days as you're watching this, not as it's been recorded. Romantic love energy for the Libras. Libra, I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear right now. So that's why I say to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus so you can get a better gauge on what it is that Spirit is trying to tell you. We're live right now, so if you're catching this afterwards, I was reading some of the comments down below. All right, so for Libra, romantic love energy, what's coming towards Libra next 7 days? Wild at heart. Wild at heart. A desire for freedom leads to running away again. A desire for freedom leads to running away again. So you planted the seed for a connection. Maybe it took too long to show up, and or when it finally showed up in the last week or so, or a couple of weeks, or this new connection or something for you, Libra, it just didn't show up perfect. So your first instinct might be to just hightail it, to kind of run, almost telling yourself, well, this can't be it. If it's not showing up perfect, then this can't be it. This can't be what I've been waiting for. I'm getting like a single Libra who has been wanting to get into a relationship, and you might have recently, or you will in the next 7 days as you're watching this, run into somebody who might or could potentially be, somebody that you're interested in, and there's flaws somehow in the energy, and you're just like, But I don't know if you're doing it with all of the information. I don't think you have all of the information. I just feel like it's a fight, flight, or freeze kind of thing, and you're flying. Does that make sense, Libra? Libra, next 7 days. Libra, next 7 days. So I'm talking to a single Libra, okay? All right, here we go. 2 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and then the Empress. Here we go. It's a new energy. I'm integrating it. It's a new energy. This is fun. Yeah, this is kind of fun. It's cool. It's cool to be integrating a new energy. Ah, shit. I don't know if we're gonna be compatible. 5 of Wands. Damn it. Well, I guess I'll just go back to the drawing board. 9 of Pentacles. I guess I'm meant to be single a little bit longer at the bottom of the deck. Let me get back into my receiving energy because I know that I deserve more. It's literally this whole card right here. And I am not saying you're wrong to feel this way, Libra. I'm just seeing the cards acknowledge that this is the mental thing that you are processing right now. Damn, I thought you were going to be the one, but you're already upsetting me. Let's see here. For Libra, next 7 days. How does romantic love show up for Libra, please? Next 7 days, please, Spirit. The Four of Wands, the Lovers, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Two of Swords. Yep. I don't know if it's inconsistent. Like, for example, whoever this person is showing up as a Queen of Pentacles, maybe they might say, I'll call you on Tuesday, and then they didn't call you on Tuesday. Or you text them and it's taken however long for them to text back. And for you, you're showing up like, well, I would never do that to somebody, so why would somebody do that for me? And if it's showing up like this at the very beginning of something, let me go ahead and step back before I catch myself ignoring I don't want to call them red flags, but ignoring other behaviors. I think your focus right now is on your home life right now, Libra, in some way, shape, or form. Let me see. Yeah, some of you guys might be moving or just moved. Two of Wands, making plans to move. Here's a side message, and this isn't going to be for everybody, but here the side message is, if you're going to move in with somebody, like, it's not if you stayed, because I said this is for single Libras, but for some of you guys, if you're a Libra and you still stayed and you're in a connection with somebody, they might be, or you might be toying with the idea of moving in together because that's the next logical step, if you will, but you're not quite sure, you know, like it's the whole thing. Like, I don't know. I keep my house looking a certain way. Like, an example, I don't wear shoes in my house. You wear shoes in your house. I don't think I can get past somebody who wears shoes in their house. Like, you're not going to put your shoes on my couch or my coffee table. It's like something like that. It doesn't have to be that very specifically. But I do feel like whatever it is, you're coming up against another person and they're already kind of like not meeting the full expectations. So you're like, and seen, right? How does this person feel about the Libra, please, Spirit? The Eight of Swords. How do they feel about you? They feel like you're stuck in your own ways. And in no way, shape, or form, again, am I attacking you at all. I asked how they feel about you. So you don't have to agree how they feel about you, but just stuck in your own routine, if you will. The not unwilling to budge, the Strength card. This is my home. This is my rules. This is my life. This is how I navigate it. Something like that, right? The Moon card, I'm not going to be distracted. I'm not going to be distracted by your beauty. I'm not going to be distracted by how handsome or how pretty you are. I know that there's more to this than that. How do you feel about this person if you're being completely honest with me and them for the Libra? The Page of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Wands. I don't think you've divulged to them yet, but you're just like on. First of all, yes, you do find this person extremely attractive. Like extremely attractive if this is your story. But you're still collecting information. And thus far you're like, I don't know if I'm excited about the other aspects. I don't know if I'm excited about the other aspects. You know what maybe I should do? Libra is like, you know what, maybe I should just kind of maybe leave my options open. I shouldn't just settle for this because I'm not in the mood to settle. I'm not settling this week. How does this play out for Libra and this person this week, please? How does it play out for Libra and this person this week? The Two of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Fool card, and the Ace of Cups. Libra, Libra, we are two adults having an adult conversation. You should never let tarot tell you what to do. You have your own goals in life, your own experiences. You know best for yourself. Use your discernment. Do you want me to tell you what the cards say? I'll tell you what the cards say. In accordance with the cards on the table for you, Libra, there is a person that has not met your expectations. You already know they haven't met your expectation. They have proved to you that they are not going to meet your expectations. Leave them alone. You want to know why? Because there is a King of Pentacles out here, male or female, it doesn't matter, who wants to meet your expectations. It comes ready. It's like having a turnkey home. Do you want the home that you have to put renovations in, Libra? Or do you want the home that is ready to live in? Because Spirit is saying, leave the house with renovations alone. Let somebody else deal with that. You're not here to fix anybody. You're not here to be anybody's mom. This person is a full adult and ready to invest in you. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. New love is ready to give you what you want, Libra. I'm going to leave it there because I said the same thing a couple of weeks ago. Ace of Cups, the Fool card, the King of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Somebody who is ready to see you eye to eye. Ooh, when I posted that reading on Instagram, I had so many, and I have a lot of Libra in my chart. A lot of Libra. I'm a Libra moon. I got it in at least 3 or 4 other placements. I got a lot of Libra, a lot of Sagittarius in my chart. And there were so many Libras that were getting mad at me when I was talking about new love. No, they're going to change. They're going to change. Let's move to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For Scorpio. I know. All right, for Scorpio. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Do me a favor, Scorpio. Come to this reading with an open heart and an open mind. I am here to give you information, love predictions for you for the next 7 days as you're viewing this, not as I'm reporting this, all right? And if this reading doesn't resonate with you, that is okay. Consider checking out your other placements, all right? Here we go. Thank you so much, Tam. I appreciate you. For the Scorpios in the house, Scorpio, romantic love, what's coming towards them? Fate's crossroads. Scorpio, do me a favor. Just go like this. Just lift your hands up. Because it don't matter what you do right now. Spirit's already moved you in the direction that you were supposed to be. A fated, destined happening is about to go on in your romantic love life. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Spirit is here to take over. It says fate's crossroads. In a weave of chance and choices, find the path to lasting legacies. You are on the road to find the person that matches you. For Scorpio, you are on the road to find the person that matches you. Here we go. For Scorpio, next 7 days, please, Spirit. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity right around the corner. King of Swords here. The 10 of Swords. And then at the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Cups. See, here's the thing. On this path that you've walked right here, what you're doing this week, if you haven't already done it, is you are releasing and saying your final goodbyes to a person who couldn't match your magic and your emotional depth. This could have been somebody who just wanted to like work with you. Like, let's just be friends. Let's just work together. Yeah, I find you attractive, but I'd rather friend zone you, or I'd rather work zone you than anything, right? For the Scorpio. Somebody's laughing at this whole thing. Are you laughing, or what am I even saying that's funny? Are you laughing because I'm on it? Okay. So yeah. So you're letting the people go that cannot hold and maintain the emotional depth, right? But by you doing that, you've opened the door for I said it, your 10 of cups, for your person, for your forever person. And that opportunity is quite literally knocking next 7 days with this Ace of Pentacles. So this is who you're saying goodbye to: the person that friend zoned you, or the person that blocked you, turned cold, turned inconsistent with you, Scorpio. So tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. What is that bringing in for Scorpio? Who is Scorpio about to run into, please, Spirit? Thank you. The Sun card. The Sun card. The Ace of Swords. Two aces: Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. The Eight of, you don't even see it coming. The Seven of Swords. You lying. That's what you saying to me. You lying. You lying. Don't call me a liar. The Nine of Wands. Don't play with my emotions. I've been hurt before. I know you've been hurt before. We all have a story, Scorpio. I know you've been hurt before. I literally see it with this Ten of Swords and this King of Swords. Scorpio, you could have let go of not all of you guys, but some of you guys could have walked away from a really malicious person. A very malicious person. This could have been a parent. This could have been a family member. This could have been a lover. Either way, in doing so, you have opened yourself up for a new truth, a new path in love. And your footsteps have been guided, illuminated. Scorpio. Two of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Empress, and then the Justice card. It's just more of the same, saying that you're ready. It's like me Spirit telling me to double and triple confirm and affirm for you that you deserve somebody who sees your magic like that. You deserve somebody who has the capacity and the capability to hold your light and your emotional body, if you will. Who is this person coming towards Scorpio, please? The Five of Wands, the Ace of Swords twice, the Queen of Swords, and then the Ace of Pentacles twice. It's up to you if you're going to take this and run with it, if you're going to believe that you deserve it. So the question now is, have you done enough work on yourself when you release this person who was very cold and malicious? Could potentially be cold, could be malicious, or could be, somebody that just didn't want to have an emotional connection to you, or just couldn't be emotionally available for you. Have you done the work to release that person so that you can allow in somebody who can be your truth? And then when that person does present themselves to you this week, Scorpio, are you going to be open enough to have conversation with that person, to let in that person, so that they can show you that there's another side to love, that love doesn't have to hurt, or that love doesn't have to feel confusing, or that love doesn't have to feel strange, or that you aren't too much. that you are perfectly imperfect. What is this person? Woo! I guess we're not using that deck today. It's gone for the day, baby. I'm not about to get up and get it. What is this person trying to bring in for Scorpio? What conversation is this person trying to bring in for Scorpio, please, Spirit? The 10 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the High Priestess, and then the 7 of Pentacles. I do feel like this person has somehow or another watched you navigate around, the campus, around school, around work, around the neighborhood, around your community. This person has watched you navigate. They've been silent. Why this 10 of Wands? The 5 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the Hermit, this 8 of Cups. I don't think that they know it, but unless you've been in a relationship and this person knew that you were in a relationship, so they thought that you were off the table, like you weren't single. So there's a person who was waiting for you to become single before they approached you because they respect boundaries. Whomever this person is, they've got a gentleness to them, Scorpio, and they don't want you to feel alone. You have a lot of heavy energy around you. I noticed that I changed the way that I'm talking right now, Scorpio, meaning that you're trying to find your footing in life right now. It's a new chapter. Some of you guys might really be focusing on your money. You might have recently had like a big purchase or something, or money could feel scarce right now. I feel like this person meets you on your path when you haven't yet made peace with your past. And that's interesting because they teach us in spiritual teaching, you're always going to meet your mirror. So you want to try to elevate yourself as much as possible so that you're not confronted with a karmic partner who's going to teach you a lesson again. But that's not what I'm getting off of this person that you're going to run into, Scorpio. I feel like this person is meant to come in and help you navigate those parts of your life and heal them in a way so that you don't feel alone anymore. How's this person going to feel about the Scorpio, please? How's this person going to feel about the Scorpio? Got 2 cards. The Temperance card and the Knight of Swords. There's something about the way that this person speaks to you, Scorpio, who they can't accept you playing victim. It's like they see your strength before you see it. With this Sagittarius energy here, Scorpio, I do feel like this person is going to take you in places and spaces in your energetic body to help you shake it up, shake up the stagnancy. They're going to hold you accountable, though. It's not going to be like, you're not going to be able to say to this person, I can't love because I've never been loved. This person's going to be like, no, that's not how it works. You can love. You can learn what love actually means. And then you can learn your love language. And then we can explore that together. This person is very much here to try to help you heal and evolve as a person. Advice for Scorpio. There's a person that's coming through to help you heal through this heavy energy, Scorpio, to help relieve some of this pain that you have around you. Advice for Scorpio, please. The 3 of Pentacles. There's literally, I started it out at the very beginning. There's literally nothing you can do. This is like an earth angel that's coming here, or this is like exactly the energy that you need at the exact right time to help brighten up and clean your aura. So the Three of Pentacles is telling me when it comes to advice for you, Scorpio, is like, let it in. You might be like, no, I can handle it. You might be the independent, strong type. But when Spirit is really trying to give you a helping hand, you have to, at some point in your life, learn to take that helping hand, and that's what this is. So use your own discernment, though, Scorpio, but I do feel like there's somebody on your path that's coming here to see you for who you are, and and acknowledge that you're not too much, and show you a mirror of all of the potential that you have inside of you. That's actually pretty cool. 2 Aces of Swords and 2 Aces of Pentacles for the Scorpio. All right, let's get a new clarifying deck, and we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius and Sagittarius cross watchers, you guys are coming up. Let me just get this new deck for you guys, baby. And you know it's Sagittarius, so that means I need to get a drink. Tam Tam, thank you so much for all that you have been doing. I do appreciate you. And to all of the oh, somebody just said spot on. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Thank you for the confirmation. Thank you for letting me know. All right. I went to go try to brew myself some hot tea, and then I realized I don't have any mugs unpacked. So cold jasmine tea it is. All right. So we're using this new deck for confirmation. Moving on to, thank you. Moving on to Sagittarius. All right, here we go. For Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements, meaning Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, do me a favor, Sagittarius. Come to this reading with an open heart and an open mind. My intention with this reading is to try to give you some clarity over your love life. What is projected to come towards Sagittarius over the next 7 days as you're viewing this, not as I'm recording it. For Sagittarius, what do we have? What do we got for the love life for Sagittarius? Romantic love. Please, Spirit. Thank you. It says chaotic clarity. I'll tell you what, the universe is not trying to be soft or gentle or calm these days. Chaotic clarity. Spirit is like, you want answers? I'm going to give you answers. Be careful what you ask for. You asking a question, you ready for the God's honest truth? That's what's coming towards you, Sagittarius. Clarity, like, it's like the universe is talking to you the way you talk to other people, Sagittarius. The universe is meeting you right where you are. There's about to be clarity that's coming into your love life, and it's not going to be sugar-coated, which means that it might sting a little, all right? Chaotic clarity amidst confusion and intense crisis for Sagittarius. Seek the light of understanding and resolve. This is what it looks like in the upright. For Sagittarius, be careful the questions you ask. You just might get an answer you are unsure about. Be careful. Hold on. What are you trying to say, Spirit? Be careful the questions you ask. You might get an answer you're not ready to receive for Sagittarius. All right, here we go. Romantic love life for Sagittarius. What do we have? The Ace of Wands. No surprise there for Sagittarius. The 8 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Cups. Sagittarius say, you know what I've been doing? I've been kind of keeping to myself. I've been kind of putting work ahead of a lot of things. I've really kind of been focusing on my money and my bag. For those of you guys who are Sagittarius, you guys might, some of you guys might be entrepreneurs. So you could have been focusing on building some sort of thing, for yourself, business expansion, all this other stuff, right? Now you're like, what's this love shit? You might be even faced with like a slowdown in your work, and you have no choice but to be home with your partner over the next week or something, or now you finished off a contract And so there's, like I said, like some sort of like slow moment in work. And so now you're left with your thoughts, and you're left with your heart, and you're left with your groin. You're left with those lustful thoughts that you were able to kind of like push off to the side because you had enough distraction to keep you from thinking about it. Three of Cups is telling me that you might be wanting to reconcile, I said it, with somebody from your past, or with somebody that's been in your house this entire time, and you haven't really been giving them the attention that you and your body needed, and them and their body needed. You feel me? It's spicy up in here. But there's something about this chaotic clarity that's coming towards you. So tell me about this next 7 days for Sagittarius, please, Spirit. The Nine of Swords, the World card, the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Sagittarius, see, the thing about this ain't gonna be for everybody. See, the thing about, I want to try to come up with a good analogy here. You know, because I'm talking to the Sagittarius. They play chess with their mind. They play chess with their words all the time. I'm trying to hone in on my best Sagittarius energy, especially since I got a lot of Sagittarius in my chart. Let's bring it forward. Sagittarius, if you leave something out long enough, it's going to go cold. See, that's the thing about putting things on the back burner while you pay attention to, you know, your work and your money or yourself. And, you know, it's good to choose yourself. It's good to choose yourself. It's healthy to choose yourself. But if you're doing it in a not so healthy way, then people lose interest. That's what I'm seeing here. You might find yourself drawn to going to somebody to your past. And roles can be reversed, guys. Use your discernment, okay? But you might be drawn to go towards somebody from your past because you got the extra time on your hand. You finished the project, the thing is over, you grew the thing enough, you delegated enough to where you're like, I can step back. Now I got some extra time. You know what? I'm feeling a little bit like I want to get some passion going on. You and I are good at passion. What's up? And the person's like, ew, who are you, Sagittarius? I don't even know you anymore. I've moved on. I got a boyfriend now. I got a girlfriend now. I got a partner now. Or I'm just not in the same headspace as I was when you left me. And that might be the clarity that you get over the next 7 days. Sagittarius is one of my favorite signs. But let me tell you something. If this is your story, I'll tell you what, you probably have already cussed me out twice for bringing it forward. It's not my fault. It is not my fault. I'm the storyteller. I'm the conduit. I'm the vessel from Spirit to let you know that door might not be open anymore with that person from the past. Now, for those Sagittarius who were busy at work, busy with some sort of project, and now you're home now, maybe you were traveling for a little while, now you're home now, back with your partner. How's that partner going to receive the Sagittarius now that they've got a little bit more time to give to the relationship? The Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands in the reverse, the Page of Pentacles in the upright, the Ten of Swords twice for two different people, for two different scenarios. There's this, like, you gotta, when you're in a commitment with somebody, like, you have to keep checking in. Like, you have to keep, here, you good? What do you need from me? Communication. Let me tell you something about relationships. Communication. Oh my God, communication is so key in relationships and checking in. So do we have the same goals? Are we still on the same page? You know, I love you. What can I do to help you see that I love you? How can I involve you in my future planning and our future planning, and where are we going from here? I do feel like there might have been a disconnect between that communication with you and this person, and it left them feeling isolated because you might have been gone or busy over the last couple of weeks. Nick, you got one more time, honey. I don't know who you are and I don't know who you're talking to, but you got one more time, okay? So Sagittarius, this person might be feeling like you kind of left them out in the cold. And so they might not feel reciprocal to your energy. You know, so I'm retired military, and I see that this happened a lot, like in the military. For example, like if you're the military person and you, Nick Koso, if you go deploy, you know, for 3 months, 6 months, a year, if you go TDY and you're gone for a few weeks or a couple of months or something like that, and you come back and your spouse has been left, and your spouse has been left at home alone for all that time, what tends to happen is that the spouse that's been home at, you know, paying the bills, keeping the house, keeping the kids' schedule, or keeping their own schedule or whatever, they get into a routine, right? And then they get used to that routine. And then the deployed member or the military member comes back to the house, and then it kind of disrupts the routine that they've had. And in order to keep a strong immersion happening between the two people in the relationship, is you got to communicate. Okay, so this is what I've got going on. This is a new schedule. Me and the kids do this, blah, 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 blah. And then you integrate yourself slowly back into the fold so that you don't upset the balance that other person has built and has been maintaining in your absence. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a Sagittarius that's been gone for a while. Meanwhile, this other person has been at home taking care of themselves and their home life and potentially kids and all this other stuff. And now the Sagittarius is like, where do I fit in? And this person's like, I'm not sure. Because believe it or not, things have actually been kind of flowing pretty nicely. They do appreciate the financial support, and they do appreciate you coming back into the fold. They appreciate that. But I do feel like this person over the next 7 days is kind of having an issue trying to figure out where you fit in now, Sagittarius. This is like retirement card, or the project is over right there. All right. So let me get you some advice. You might be coming up against a person that's like, I don't know. I hope that this person has the words to be able to communicate this to you, Sagittarius. If this is your story, you're already going to know it. So if they don't have the words to communicate this to you, at least you're kind of getting ahead of it energetically, so you kind of know what it is that they're dealing with. Let me get you some advice on how to integrate yourself, or how to kind of show up for this person. How can Sagittarius show up for this person? The Knight of Swords. Interesting. Don't be afraid to communicate. Don't be afraid to say, hey, tell me. Just tell me what you need from me, and I will. Now, the thing is, like, you can't just communicate and say, I want to help you lift some burden, help you lift some responsibilities off of your plate, and then they tell you what you could do to help, and then you don't help. Right? So definitely don't be that person, Sagittarius. But definitely come to the table ready to have a conversation, and then be ready for this person. Here it goes again. Be ready for whatever this person has to say. And they might honestly say, I don't know how you can fit in and help. They might even be so burden filled. They might even say, you know what I would wish you would do? I would wish you would just do it without me having to ask. But I do feel like the most responsible thing to do in this is to come to the table and say, I don't know what your schedule is, and I don't want to step on your feet. So please have this conversation with me. Communication is key between you and this person over the next 7 days. I mean, or over the next coming weeks is what I'm getting, Sagittarius, right? But just be ready for this person to be a little short. Okay, I hope that that helps. Let's move on. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Hold on, let me get this person, because I don't want this person distracting you guys. I don't want them distracting me either. All right, here we go. Let's move on to Capricorn. 10-10 for Capricorn. 10-10 could be significant the way I said it. 10-10, 10-10. You could be seeing 10-10 on the clock. I just saw a 10 as I looked up for you too, Capricorn. Here we go. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Come to this reading with an open heart and open mind, Capricorn. If this doesn't feel like it's your reading, that's fine. Check out your other placements. No big deal. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on that bell notification button and comment down below, especially if this meeting of minds, of energies, especially if this reading has resonated for you. All right, I'm pretty active in the comments for sure, so I will see what it is that you have to say. All right, for the Capricorn, romantic love life. Here we go. What's coming towards the Capricorn? Wishful thinking. Capricorn, I love Capricorn. I really do. I really resonate with Capricorn's energy because I like people that do stuff. I like people that don't sit still. I like people that have a goal and a vision and they get it done. And that's exactly what's happening in your love life right now. Like I'm getting this Capricorn who has quite literally sat down with a pen and a paper and has written out, this is my ideal person, this is my ideal mate, these are my values, these are my negotiables, these are my non-negotiables. Like you've literally taken the time to figure your wants and your needs out for your future person or your forever person. Wishful thinking, having lofty ideas leads to a letdown. Be realistic. Who did I get this for? Libra, right? I said Libra might have been introduced to a person in their life and just right off the bat, there's an attraction, but then there's like a couple of things wrong with that person. So Libra's like, get out of here. You ain't it. I wonder if there is a Capricorn that I'm picking up on energetically who has made a practical magic list, you know, like a nearly impossible list for them to be able to say, if you meet all of these expectations on this list, you might actually be sent from heaven. If you meet all of these expectations on this list, you might actually be my person. But as you're starting to compare human beings to this list, I feel like nothing has come to meet that expectation. Hold on. My dog is trying to run away and go bark at somebody. So say hi to Cooper. I'm gonna have Cooper in my lap for just a little bit. For whatever reason, sometimes people cannot stand when readers have their animals in the camera. I don't understand that, but my dogs, I love my dogs. So here's Cooper. I just don't want him to be barking in your reading. All right, for Capricorn, can anybody make your list? Ooh, here's a person, a Queen of Wands. Does a fire sign already have your eye, Capricorn? The Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Hermit. You might have already met somebody. Are you good? Are you good? Be calm? Yes? All right, be good. You might have already met somebody, Capricorn, who might meet those impossible expectations. You made a hard list for a reason. So like I'm 44, for example, right? So I've been dating since I was like, what? I don't know, 15. So I have all of that life experience. Cooper, what did I just say? So you have years worth of life experience to create exactly the right list of person that you'd want in your life. Here comes a person for you, Capricorn, potentially a fire sign. Whomever this person is, they've piqued your interest, right? Hold on, let me close this door. We knew it was going to happen, right? Let me close the door. Hold on. Stay. We knew it was going to happen. He was going to go and bark at that person. Now my other dog is trying to figure out if she's going to go and bark too, but we're not going to let that happen, all right? But you've got this person who's showing up, very good looking, something striking about their appearance, could potentially be into like esoteric type of stuff, could show up maybe with some heavy Scorpio or like water placements even in their chart, in addition to fire, because I do feel like this person is very in tune with their intuition. And you might have had a couple of conversations with this person, Capricorn, but impromptu kind of stuff, like nothing that was truly deep, if you will. I've done Capricorn readings up until now, and I have not yet done a Capricorn reading without a Nine of Pentacles. And I'm not seeing the Nine of Pentacles right now, but what I am seeing is this Four of Wands. And for you, I do feel like you're like, I've created a domain for myself, a very comfortable living for myself. And although I do want somebody to share this space with, I do feel like you're really more like in this kind of energy with this Hermit card here. I feel like you're kind of in this energy of like, not trusting anybody, Capricorn. At least like Two of Swords, yeah. Refusing to make a decision on if this person could potentially be your person or not, because for you, what's comfortable is here. Your space, your heart, your home, your house, your schedule. What's going to happen between Capricorn and this Queen of Wands, male or female, over the next 7 days as they're watching this, please? The Death card, well, that's about to change. The King of Swords, the Four of Swords, and then the Fool card. You thought that you could fight this. You thought that you could fight having to make a decision on if this person has the right to be in your life or not, has the right to come and, you know, break bread with you or share some time with you. Somebody said an avoidant Cancer driving me crazy. I don't know, do you have Cancer heavy in your chart? Because I think that person might be watching the Cancer, or this could be a Capricorn dealing with a Cancer, and that could all be very significant here. But the thing is that I feel that, you know, it's funny, and it's not funny, haha, it's funny, ironic, with this King of Swords and this Four of Swords here. I feel like this person is dealing with the same sort of thing. Like I have built myself up, and I've been single for a while, and I don't want anybody coming in and messing up the house that I've built for myself with this Four of Wands. And I do want somebody to share it with, but I too have an impossible list. You think you're the only one? There's something about an intellectual match for you, Capricorn, coming forward. Tell me more about how this might play out. Let's use a different deck. Tell me more about how this might play out for Capricorn and this person over the next... Why though? But why though? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let me tell you something. It won't work. Okay. All right, here we go. What's going to most likely happen between Capricorn and this person over the next 7 days, please, Spirit? The Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands in the reverse. This came out in Sagittarius reading. The Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Ooh, the King of Swords in the reverse. You know what's happening now in days is like, I feel people, I love love. And I will never, ever, ever give up on love. And I've been through some shit, guys. For those of you guys who don't know my story. But I do feel like people are so ready to just, red flag, that's it, you're out. I do, I really do. And I am not here trying to say, come to the table with your, be as naive as you were in your 20s or 5 years ago. I'm not saying that, but I do feel like there's this just so ready to be like, nope, that's it. That said, I do not like the King of Swords in the reverse at all. I don't. But I do see that you are avoiding even being asked to make a decision on if this person is going to integrate in your life right now. How does this person feel about the Capricorn, please? The Judgment card, the Sun in the reverse, the Magician, and then the Tower. How does Capricorn feel about this person, please, Spirit? How does Capricorn feel about this person? The Temperance in the reverse, the Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Page of Swords in the upright, the Seven of Cups in the reverse. I stand corrected. You do believe in love still. You just don't believe that this is your love. Right? So this is another one of those situations where it looked good on paper. You do. Your heart, you're actually not one of those people that's going to be like, wrong, you're it, you're out of here. But I do feel like you're very close to saying your final goodbyes to this person. They just don't do it for you anymore. They don't. Like, they came to you as somebody who was, or presented as somebody who was very in tune with their feelings and very in tune with their intuition. I keep saying that. And maybe studied some sort of esoteric type stuff or something like that, right? Or been spiritual or on the same mindset as you. And then the more you've gotten to know them, the more you're like, no, you're just, it's a facade. You say, it's like the spiritual person that says, like, make sure you ground yourself. Make sure that you ground yourself whenever somebody's coming up to you. You understand that it's a projection and it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. You know, and then anytime somebody challenges this person, you've seen them quite literally go off in a very unhealed, very shadowy kind of way. And that could be a loose example. Oh, somebody said I called it fraud today. And that could be a loose, thank you for letting me know about the confirmation. That could be a loose example, but it could be things like that. Where at the very beginning, like the facade that this person had and the game that this person played and the walk that this person walked was so on par with what you wanted. And then you've seen enough. You've seen behind the curtain. You've collected enough data, enough information. For a while you were curious on if you were like, am I imagining this? No. The thing about this person is they're tempting to you. But I do feel like there's, what kind of temptation? But the thing is, I feel like you're about to make that Capricorn cut. And this person doesn't know where they stand with you either. You're confusing the shit out of them. I don't feel like you're as forthcoming. If you have already said something to them, I do feel like it kind of shocked them. I don't think that this person is used to holding themselves accountable. So when somebody else holds them accountable, that's like not a good or pretty thing. But I feel like coming up this week, you're slowly starting to say, it's a good damn thing that I had this list. It's a good thing that I came ready. It doesn't matter how much time you spent with this person or whatever, but I do feel like you're like, it's a good thing that I made my list of values, my list of non-negotiables, so on and so forth, because now I have something to compare it to whenever I get caught up in confusion. And here over the next 7 days, you're like, nope. I do feel like you're not even motivated to be around this person. There's just something about this person's energy that like pulls you down. You're just like, oh my God. I do feel like whenever you're around this person, it's just like, oh my God, here we go again. Right? Capricorn, let me get you some advice. Sorry, I just touched the microphone. I'm going to get you some advice as you're processing through it. Maybe your advice is really just like, thank your higher self, thank your future self, thank your guides for having you sit down and really write down what it is that you want in a partner and say thank you, have some gratitude. But I asked you, I think last week or a couple weeks ago, to have gratitude. So let me see. I know gratitude is always a good thing to have. I say prayers of gratitude throughout my day. I lead and live in a state of gratitude even when things aren't going right, but I still feel like I should get you some tangible advice. So can I get some tangible advice for Capricorn, please, dealing with this issue? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, the Page of Wands. You might feel a little torn in two directions, Capricorn, but there's more exciting. There's going to be enough exciting things happening in your life to keep your vibration up, to keep your frequency up. In other words, there's going to be things that are happening around you that are going to be distracting you enough energetically to where you don't have to give this person your energy. And it's not saying for you to ignore the patterns or to ignore the person. It's just that it's Spirit's almost making you busy on purpose so that it's easier for you to walk away from this person this week, okay? 227 just came up on the clock, and for me, whenever I see 227, that means like house and home, and I got that already with like the Four of Wands. So there's something going on with like fourth house kind of energy for you in your house and your home, and who you feel comfortable inviting into your space anymore. No, but you can book a personal reading. That information is in the description box. Thank you for asking, though. I do appreciate you. All right, let's move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Here we go. Aquarius and Aquarius placements. Aquarius and Aquarius placements, meaning Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Come to this reading with an open heart and an open mind. If this is not your reading, that's fine. Check out your other placements. That way you can get a better gauge on what it is that Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? All right, so for your greatest and highest good, Aquarius, we're taking a look at romantic love. What does romantic love look like for Aquarius next 7 days? It says mapping the way. Mapping the way. Like the sitcom, yeah, but it was the time counter was 2 hours, 27 minutes, 227. But if you look it up in Google 227 and see what it means for you, I mean, you can look that up if you're seeing it a lot, like 2:27 in the afternoon or 2:27 in the morning. But for me, it means home, right? Coming to a place of home, of steadiness within your energy. Aquarius, I'm here. I was just reading the comments down below. It says, mapping the way, explore love and unearth unexpected treasures. The 227 did come up for you as well, Aquarius, so you might be seeing 227. So if 227 came up for you as well, and we got mapping the way, you might be looking to move. or travel. You might be feeling called to move or to travel or to move, like to get moving. Like you might have been stuck and stagnant in a place for way too long. Hello, Rosemary. Explore love and unearth unexpected treasures. Let's see, what do we have for Aquarius, please? Somebody's been asking you to move, whatever that means for you, Aquarius. I can't get past it for whatever reason. Here we go. For Aquarius, the Seven of Swords in the reverse, the King of Cups in the reverse, the Ten of Swords in the upright, and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. It's challenging this week coming up. Things have been challenging between you and another person. I do feel like you're almost saying to yourself, like, did you put a spell on me? To this person. I feel like the expectation was that it was going to go one way and it went the other way. I feel like you wanted things to last, or for this to be, you know, a forever type of thing. But I don't feel like it's showing up in your reality that that's going to be a possibility. Rosemary, if you are a single Libra, all you got to do is fast forward to the Libras, or you can check out your other placements as well. You're watching backwards. Okay, that's fine. Aquarius, what's going on? Aquarius' love life right now. The Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess in the reverse, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and then the King of Swords in the upright. I do feel like out of nowhere, you might have found yourself single. You know, like an unexpected breakup, like somebody took, like, whether you saw it leading, like, relationships don't just stop. Like, there's always like a lead up to a breakup or the relationship not working out. And I almost feel like I'm talking to an Aquarius, and I say this in the energy of love. Okay, so I would love for you to be able to take this in the energy of love. This is why I always start out my readings, have an open heart and open mind. But I almost feel like you might not have seen the build up to the breakup. And now you're single, right? And the biggest thing that Spirit is asking you to do with this High Priestess in the reverse is they really want you to start listening to your inner voice. They really want you to start pausing as much as possible for time of meditation and for time of prayer and for time of integrating the answers to your questions that you've been having to God and the universe and to heaven, to these higher frequency energies around you. Like, they want to be able to give you answers. They want to be able to give you guidance. But I do feel like there's this, like, I'm picturing you with like this shell around you for those who I'm talking to. And this might be a cross watcher that's just getting confirmation. But for those that I'm talking to, I'm seeing like a shell around you. Like your mind has already been made up. The number 27 is coming up again. And 27 equals a 9. So 9 is independence. So you might have been forced into some independence, and it's because the reason why you've been forced into this independence is because God wants you, or the universe wants you, to learn who you are, to take time to learn how to listen to the universe when the universe wants to talk to you and guide you. It's frustrating. Your energy is, you feel so frustrated right now with love and with relationships and with yet another connection that didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out. Aquarius, I see that for you right now for sure. Let me see if there's any romantic love that's coming towards you. Page of Wands and then the Emperor. there's this bossy Aries energy around you, Aquarius. Boss-like Aries energy around you that you can't shake. This is very specific. So I could also say that there's this person that's around you that you can't ignore. This could be a spirit guide. This could be a person. This could actually be your boss. This could be your therapist. This could be your work partner. Tell me about what this person is trying to bring for the Aquarius next 7 days. Romantic love energy, please. The Six of Pentacles, the Temperance, the Queen of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. The Emperor doesn't really represent a person, although the divine and God and the universe talks to people through other people. So it could be somebody that presents in real life as this Emperor energy, or it could be, you know, the universe, like a higher frequency energy. That literally it's the same thing over and over again. Spirit wants you to be single right now, and many apologies and many so much heartfelt energy coming towards you in an uncertain time. But essentially what's happening is the universe wants you to be able to heal from these past relationships so that you can love yourself. And learn how to integrate your baby, child, self Aquarius, your present self Aquarius, and your future self Aquarius, and learn how to integrate those energies into one true being. They don't want you to ask for the reciprocity from other people. They don't want you to be even asking for the generosity of other people. With the Six of Pentacles, they want you to build yourself up so that you can heal, because healed people help people and hurt people hurt people. They want you to be the healed version of that right now. So if you find yourself out of nowhere single in this last couple of weeks or in this next week or so, Aquarius, it's happened because God in the universe wants you to learn how to integrate your own energies into yourself so that you can become a better, more healed version for yourself and your community. Okay? Advice. This isn't easy. I've been in this energy before, Aquarius. A lot of people choose not to do it. A lot of people choose to avoid this by going from one relationship into another without doing any work because it's hard. But I mean, you're here, you're listening to this, which means that you have the capability to be able to do it. Advice for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Advice, judgment. All right. So you're waking up to possibility within self. And once you start seeing glimmers of the you that you can be, Aquarius, and once you start seeing glimmers of what peace could look like and prosperity can look like and progress can look like, you can't go to, you just could not ever ignore it once you truly open up to it. So your advice is to let it happen for you. All right, Aquarius? Okay. I hope that helped. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, especially if that resonated with you. Let me know in the comments down below. Many prayers out to you, Aquarius. It's not an easy energy. I've been there. I've done that. I'm on the other side of it. So much love for you. All right, guys, if you want to work with me in any capacity, all that information is in the description box below. All right, Tam, let's move on to Zelda. I see you down there, boo. Much love to you. All right, let's move on to Pisces. All right, Pisces. Here we go, Pisces. This is for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, guys. Pisces, we're taking a look at your romantic love life over the next 7 days. So do me a favor and come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. That's 7 days as you are watching this, not as I'm recording this, okay? If this reading isn't yours, that's perfectly fine, Pisces. Take a look at your other placements, okay? That way you can get a better gauge on what it is that Spirit is trying to tell you about your romantic love life, all right? So, okay, all right? I don't know why I keep saying stuff like that. Sorry. That's it. What the? These cards have been going crazy all day. I threw an entire deck on the floor. We got your card though, Pisces. We got your card. We got your card, Pisces. I am here for you just like you are here for me. It says, Pisces, awakened rebirth. Become conscious, stay aware, and embrace the renewal of your essence. Ooh. Embrace, Pisces. Are you listening? Pisces, embrace the renewal of your essence. Talk to me. I like that language. Awakened rebirth. Awakened rebirth. Got it. The Spirit's telling me to read the other side of this card too. It says, beloved wisdom. Love is a choice you make every day, so choose wisely. Pisces is in a very mature energy of love, a very learned energy of love. You couldn't look at yourself in the mirror and see the 20-year-old naive version of yourself when it comes to love. And the delusional, I fall in love super quickly, I make up stories in my mind about how me and this person would be so compatible together. That's not you anymore, Pisces. You are so above and beyond that. And it is from strife and it is from heartache, yeah, but you've learned through that contrast, Pisces. And now you are showing up still open to the energy of love, but very much more contained in the energy of awareness. Ooh, ooh, I like that. All right, for the Pisces, here we go. And more in the energy of awareness. But it does say awakened rebirth. So there could be a chance for you to prove to yourself via an interaction with a new person or a person, Pisces, to show yourself and the universe how much you have truly grown in your relationship with love, Pisces. The Knight of Swords has been coming out a lot. The Eight of Wands also has been coming out a lot. Three of Cups, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Pentacles. Pisces, the universe is about to see just how much you have grown. And now some people call it a test. And what I call it is a breakthrough. Because what I have learned in my life, in my own progression of self, is that Spirit usually does something like this to you right before you hit the jackpot, right before the blessings just start raining in. It's a way to double check and make sure that you are truly aligned with your future wants and needs and your future path for life. You have a person that's either going to circle back from the past, or you have, like I said, a new person that is going to present themselves to you in the next 7 days, and you're showing yourself how you can behave differently when interacting with these people. Some sort of conversation, some sort of unplanned communication. How does this play out for Pisces next 7 days? Queen of Cups, the World card, the Four of Wands. Four of Wands has been coming up a lot. The Seven of Cups. So whomever this person is that creeps up for you, Pisces, they could be a water sign. And if this is a person from the past, you're not investing in that connection anymore. Because they confused you. And for you, I don't think anything big happened. Like, I don't think there was some big, like, I don't know, like argument or anything. But for you, you have come to terms with love is not confusing. So this has to be something else. So I get to put you in a different part of my life. Could be a Cancer, because I'm seeing this fourth house energy here with this King, Queen of Cups. Could be, but doesn't have to be. For Pisces. Or this can be you being more careful with who you share your time with and your essence with. I like that thing. But yeah, so the first person that comes up for you, Pisces, is a person from the past who kind of confused you about where you stand, and you get to end that with the person, okay? So tell me about what else is coming towards Pisces. Who else is coming towards Pisces? Is there a new love energy coming towards Pisces? No hard feelings is what I'm getting between you and this person. No hard feelings, but you're just no longer aligned with what I know I deserve, period. Is there new love for Pisces? The Magician, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and then the Hangman. Who is this Magician, please, Spirit? The High Priestess. Oh, shit. Come on now, Spirit. Hold on. I don't think they're going to tell me on purpose. They said, you got to fill it out. I got to fill it out, or they got to fill it out. Feel, not fill. F-E-E-L. Tell me about this Five of Wands, please. For Pisces, tell me about this Five of Wands. Five of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. Pisces, do you have heavy Libra in your chart? Because this is almost feeling like the Libra. Eight of Cups. Thank you, Tam Tam. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely like and subscribe, guys. Pisces, yeah, there is somebody else that's coming towards you, but not until you have your final goodbye with this other person that just is no longer aligned for you. The High Priestess and the Magician is telling me that Spirit is being super conniving. Like, Spirit's like, no, we have somebody for you, but you need to prove to yourself. I said it at the very beginning, and I'm going to say it again because it's the same story over and over again. You need to prove to yourself and us that you're ready for it. And the only way to do it is for you to let this other person go. No hard feelings. We're just no longer aligned. I already know that there's something better for me on the other side of this. So you're releasing this energy so that you can make room for this new energy. And they're not showing me the new energy. They are showing me that there is new energy. I know that there is new energy for you, Pisces. But the High Priestess and the Magician here are saying, no, that is to be discovered at a later date. So you could be having a conversation with somebody from your past or somebody that you have been dealing with, Pisces, and you already just know that it's just not going to work out. And it's up to you to either say goodbye, block, report, or ignore. And it's in that action or non-action that you prove to the universe you're ready. And then next week we get to have a conversation about this new person. All right, Pisces, let me get you some advice. The advice is to already go with what you already know. You're not the only zodiac sign that has had to get a story kind of like this. I feel like the universe is readying a lot of us, for those who are ready to receive something even better than what we've been stuck on, or what we've been hoping will change or hoping will evolve. Spirit's like, confusion, if it comes from me, it's not meant to be confusing. Advice. The Ten of Swords. Where's the other? Is there another Ten of Swords? Hold on. Is there another Ten? There's not. Pisces, let it go. And for some of you guys, it's like a long distance connection. They're not going to move towards you. They're not going to leave the life that they had and come. They're not. If you needed double confirmation, triple confirmation. But the advice that came out is like, literally, let it go and be done with it. Be done with it. Take them out of your phone. Take them out of your energy. do a cord cutting ceremony or something. You don't even have to do all that. It's not that big. It's not that bad. It's just difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult, I think, for some of you guys. But Ten of Swords was your advice. You do with that what you will. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you all so very much. Sending so much loving energy from me to you guys. My oldest keeps texting me and needs me to bring her some shoes for practice. So I gotta go. We're going to go live again next Tuesday. And then after that, we're going to take a little short summer break. And then I'll be back. If you guys want to book any readings, all that information is down below. We got this week and we got next week. And then again, after that, I'm shutting things down for about a week for summer vacation until I can get my kids into camp. And then we'll start back up again. All right. I love you guys. Bye-bye. See you next time. Thank you, Tam Tam. You're awesome. Bye, everyone.